Hello, everybody. Welcome to the IMO podcast, spiciest podcast this south of the border, north of the border. We're north of the border, right?
I'm pretty sure we're
Sure.
I mean, what
Let's be
border?
more specific,
Yeah.
more
like,
northeast.
like the. Well, I mean, I'm not technically. You know, what is a border for real? Like, are we talking about the like? I was thinking about the
Nigga, what?
equator.
Separates states from
Who
countries.
spiced this
from
man
cities,
drink? Yo, who spiked this drink?
From
Okay.
a border is a divider or something. What are you talking about?
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, like boundaries.
No, more like I meant like what border? Like, are we talking about like the border in DC or the border in
You're the one
the
that said it.
globe? I mean,
You're asking us what you mean by what you said.
I feel like this is an excellent brainstorming exercise, and you guys are kind of taking it for granted. Just throwing it out.
Are
there.
we? We're
kinda.
just trying to figure out where you're coming from.
I need you guys to help
think
me
you're
figure
coming
out
from
where I'm coming
I
from.
feel like we should go back to high school geography and just
Nah, I'm good. I
Yeah.
always sucked at geography.
I failed that class as well. Actually, I don't. I
I don't
don't.
even have that class.
Americans are really bad at geography.
Like,
yeah.
y'all had high school geography. I just had world history. Like, we just had to know how people got shot. Y'all talking about, like, what the
They
Earth looks
probably
like?
sprinkle some geography in there.
Yeah, where he got shot.
Can you point it out on the globe? I don't think so, but you know he got shot in
Like
this
it-
place.
Like, you want to tell me where, like, the Himalayas? I don't know, but I know who got shot at the Himalayas. Like,
Who got shot in the Himalayas?
I don't
Why
know.
is your
I don't-
history only
I didn't get this
focused
far,
on
yo.
violence?
I mean, wars and all that. That's all they really teach us.
This shit's real, man.
Oh my god.
Seems about right.
I didn't like it that much. I slept a lot.
All right, so we got the whole crew here: Jared, Flanora, Andre, myself. You know.
Hey.
So let's go ahead and get into some topics. We're playing I am playing Paragon right now. And the first topic I wanted to get into was the Cowboy Bebop TV series. It's live action for one, so that's a plus. I feel like this could work because they can take their time with it. They can build up to what they want to show us.
Mhm.
What do you guys think?
I had some very, very high expectations for this because I think it was people were talking about how Ghost in the Shell, how that live action, it was not exactly the same, and I'm just like, I really want them just to stick with what we know, not just change it because they think it'll be better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you can make it real good, but just stick to what we know, and then we'll love it. You know. That's my whole thing. Like,
I agree.
Right. Well, I mean, they did say that they're going to build off or expand off the original storyline, so that's a plus. I won't be as excited until like I see a cast list and to see like what channel is going to be on. So I mean, there are only like a few stations that kind of stay true to the comic and that really don't disappoint. So, like for example, ABC and like FX has done like a pretty good job with like their Marvel series. So, if it was like a channel that is like not into like really butchering a series or a concept just to like get like cheap just to do it for the money, then I think that this show could go very far and bring in like a whole new audience into anime. But until like I get the key details, like who's gonna be playing who and what channel is gonna be on, I'ma just like be on the fence about it for right now.
Andre?
Why does this have to exist? Why does this have to exist?
so
I mean, Cowboy Bebop was like a good series.
It was an inevitability, is what I think.
So
Flanora
why
means to
are we
say.
going back and? Oh my gosh, y'all know how I feel.
Okay, I
about
mean we
this. Why are
did
we
okay,
doing
Ghost in the Shell. They made that into a movie. I think
didn't
like
even do
okay, I
that.
think we already know that
this?
Come on,
Like
okay.
if you wanna take something from the past and make it better, I'm all for that. But if I see you take something from the past that was above great and it's mediocre, I just see you as you're just trying to make a few dollars off of it, and I don't really appreciate that.
Like, I understand that, but I think we all know at this point that Hollywood is it's not really innovative right now. So they're just
Fuck
pulling.
Oh no!
So strong.
Did he do a whole like sound effect before he said fuck?
Yes,
I just want to make sure I heard that.
Now, I can let something like Power Rangers go because it was corny and cheesy, and they said, "All right, sure, make a live action of that." And from what I hear, they made
How
it.
you can make a live action of a live action? I mean, it's just a reboot.
I mean,
Oh.
technically, Total Recall was a live action of a live action. If you want to, take it there.
I'm just
All right,
saying
now we're going into some M Night Shyamalan type shit. I'm losing.
Yeah,
I'm crazy. What?
Speaking of M Night, have we forgotten that anime remakes are notoriously bad? Like,
okay, no. Wait,
bad in
okay, that's because it was in the wrong hands. If you would have gave it to, I don't know,
we
whoever.
had 4 tries, all 4 of them failed. Avatar, Dragon Ball.
Because you're giving it to the wrong people. Like, if you gave it to like a Japanese director, like Japan, like does their live action of their anime.
Shit, they failed. Did you see the Attack on Titan movie?
Did Fenora cut out? I think she cut out.
No.
Oh man. I feel like she kind of had a point, but at the same time,
No.
she's gone. She's just gone forever.
I just don't know why.
Probably went to go watch the Attack on Titan movie.
Right.
Especially
Develop an opinion.
that was just extremely good, like Bebop. This isn't. What's a mediocre anime from the 90s?
Sailor Moon.
Shit. This isn't Tenchi Muyo, which
First off, he got all other bitches, and I do mean.
You mean a harem? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Why are you hating? Cool. I didn't know you was a hater.
I'm not hating. I kind of like Tenchi Muyo myself.
Yeah, you damn right you like bitches, son. What the fuck you talking about?
So I just don't see why we have to take something that was almost. Well, Bebop had a few problems, but it was still really good. I don't see why we have to go back and tread on something that was already very solid, much like the Aladdin remake that's coming back.
Andre, this is nothing new. We are in the age where we have to remake the old because there's nothing.
And I'm sick of it. We've been doing this for like 15 years.
You can either keep complaining about it or you can ride the hype train, son. At least the hype train's fun.
I'm gonna keep complaining about it.
I feel
ride the hype train.
Yes. Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, I can kind of see your point, Andre. Especially like, you want to take something like when you take something that was bad and try to remake it, it's really hard to make it worse. Like it's hard. But when you take something that was like a
hard to make it, are you
try
sure?
to make it better. See, okay, it's more difficult. Or no.
No, are you sure that's still the same thing? Like,
make
are
something
you sure?
that's like make something that's not really well known, but it was really good, and try and bring it to like the masses.
But then you can't do that because people aren't hipsters and they won't just enjoy it for the sake of enjoying it. People like what they know, and they'll just keep seeing what they know. Thus, the Cowboy Bebop. Now, I'm not saying you're not making valid points. You definitely are. I agree with everything you're saying, but it's just going to keep happening. So you have to accept that fact.
I also have to accept the fact that Maurice has definitely got like first class on the hype train. So,
son,
he's not getting off.
Right? That's what they pay me for.
He's not getting off that hype train.
I'm not hoping Bebop will fail, but it's just a good. It's a good chance that it's going to fail. Do we know what channel this is going to be on?
No, that was the thing. That's why I'm on the fence. Like, they haven't announced like a channel or the cast. So
I swear to God, if this is on Fox, I swear.
If it's on Fox, GG, or was that new on Phone
like, I
or
feel
Family?
Either FX, ABC, I'll even.
It's
Okay,
not coming
maybe.
to ABC.
Okay, maybe
It's not.
Freeform.
If it goes to
Maybe
that, it's
or
dead. It's dead. If it goes to Freeform, it's
Yeah.
dead.
If
okay.
it
What
goes,
about Spike TV? Is
Spike
that
TV.
that's still a thing.
Yeah.
Spike TV is still alive. I thought it
Damn.
died.
Yes. First of all, how do you not still like watch it? It's supposed to be like a guy channel.
I
don't watch
mean,
TV.
yeah. I mean, sports is supposed to be a guy thing too, but you see, not only guys like it, and some guys just don't even care for it. But
A sport? What's that?
yeah, exactly, son.
I can't tell you the last time I watched a football game.
Right. If the show is not on either FX, AMC, or goes straight to Netflix, which I don't see how it's going to go to Netflix.
If it goes straight to Netflix, that's good. If it goes to AMC, that's also good because AMC has a lot of good series where they kind of take risks, like Into the Badlands, and they show a lot more violence, which is what I want. I don't want it to be super, gore fest, but I want them to not have restrictions either. Not in the sense that they'll just go ahead and go the extra mile. I just want them to be able to show me shooting the guy's head off if it calls for it, not like make it all PG-ified. Like I'm not looking for that really.
I think we can all agree if this goes to Fox, it's a wrap. It's just going to be terrible. It's just going to be. It's going to be a remake of 24. That's just what it's going to be.
24. I know of that. I don't think I've seen it though.
What 24?
Jack Bauer?
Yeah. Every episode it opens with like a ticking clock.
I mean, I know what it is. I've just never seen it.
Okay.
Oh, I've never watched it either.
Yeah, my family was into that, but I was like, okay. Cool. It just seems like it's just a high-strung series with everybody freaking out. It's just like it's almost like an assassination attempt almost every episode. That's my impression of it.
That sounds cool.
Oh man, if this goes to Fox or ABC or what else, and I don't know.
I mean, I will give ABC its credit.
That's because you like Pretty Little Liars.
Okay, true, but that's whatever.
Next topic, which is for an anime land, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure live action trailer. I actually kind of liked it. I don't know. I haven't watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, so you could probably nullify my opinion altogether.
Yeah, it pretty much goes up. I probably wouldn't have even said that.
I gotta be true, man.
I mean, I watched like a little bit of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and it just looks like a parody of every anime ever. Like it's just like you know how sometimes they have the anime characters exaggerate their emotions a little bit. It was like just too far. And I was just like, how?
Have you seen JoJo?
I've seen. I just couldn't really get into it. Like it was just like too over the top for me. And then when I watched the live action trailer, I'm like, the timeline is not really adding up because like in the anime, it was like, I don't know what, early 1800s. No, sorry, like late 1800s or early 1900s. And this one is like, it's almost like modern Japan. And with JoJo, it was more like in England.
That was probably a budgeting decision. It cost a lot of money to make set pieces or period movies. Like let's say I'm making a movie. One's set in present day, one's set in like, I don't know, 1930. The movie in 1930 is going to be the more expensive movie to make, so that's probably why they set it in a today kind of to save money. That's pretty much it.
But I mean, I wasn't really into the anime series, and I'm definitely not going to be into the live action. So it's a pass for me.
Okay. Did you guys see it or?
I actually like the trailer, but then again, I don't watch JoJo, so my opinion kind of goes out the window too.
Oh damn! I thought you did. Oh shit.
Oh no, that's Daryl and Marvin and Caleb. JoJo just kind of goes over my head. Like I don't know where to start. There's a lot of story behind JoJo. Like,
okay.
I know. Basically, the first season it was about like, oh, here's this like upscale kid. He comes like from a very well-to-do family, and like this kind of creepy guy. Like, okay, so his parents, like JoJo's parents, were in this like bad carriage accident, and this like skeevy guy who really was trying to like steal the stuff from the wreckage, but he ends up saving like the dude's life. The wife dies, but like so the rich dude was like, okay, I'm gonna give you, like, you basically saved my life, which he thinks, so like I owe you this one favor. So years later, when the skeevy guy is like in his deathbed, he told his son, like, look, I owe this rich dude like a favor. You take this note to him and saying like, my last favor is that he takes care of you. And so he's like, the skeevy guy's son, like, I really don't remember the characters' names because but the skeevy guy's son is like, okay, I'm gonna give him this note, and then I'm gonna do everything I can to try to take over their fortune. So he's like competing with the well-to-do guy's son, Jojo, and like tries to sabotage him and tries to do like everything to kind of get him out the way. He even tries like to poison the rich guy. And JoJo's like, see, this is like,
Jesus Christ,
yeah,
you are not helping this manga at all.
yeah, it's a lot. This is like in the first couple of episodes, and it's like this whole time it goes back and forth. Like, fast forward, the skeevy guy's son like finds this mask that's almost giving him like vampire like powers. So he kind of ends up turning most of London into vampires, and JoJo is kind of like fighting him because they already had like this rivalry, and now it's just like, oh, now it's taking it to like,
yeah, we
I have to do to save the
Hey,
world,
Flo,
and he
Flo,
uses the power using.
Flo,
we can cut it there. We can cut it there.
Yeah.
So we're good.
Did you read One Piece?
No.
All right, so my turn. So this is boy named Monkey D. Luffy, right? He eats a squid, then he turns to rubber, and then he wants to become a pirate. Then he cuts himself, and then he.
Well, I saw the anime for
All
the,
of
like
it?
the first couple seasons. Did I kill your joy a little bit?
And then he finds a pirate hunter who becomes a pirate, and he puts a sword in his mouth, and then he cuts things without cutting things. And then there's this chick Nami who doesn't really do anything at first, but then she can read maps, and then she kind of knows how to do. And what, like, out of all the crazy shit in One Piece, I think the whole sword in the mouth thing is the most ridiculous I've seen, and that's saying a lot from One Piece.
Okay.
I mean, he was training as a boy like that, yo.
It does have a purpose. It does.
Apparently, he's ass when he only uses 2 or something, like,
No,
or
he's not.
1. Like,
No, he's proficient in all 3, in 1, 2, and 3. In the beginning, what the problem was, he was using too much power because he can literally break his swords just by swinging them. So he had to learn that.
We're going off on the tangent.
Yeah, we are. So next topic. I'm sorry. Next topic. Let's see. Donald Glover teams up with Deadpool. We saw him in the trailer. Okay, we can move on from that. Spider-Man.
Wait.
I mean, was it?
We saw Donald Glover in the Spider-Man Homecoming trailer.
Yeah,
I saw Donald Glover team up with Deadpool. He was in the trailer. You are misleading the audience, sir.
He was in there.
You really are.
No, he wasn't there.
He was in the Spider-Man trailer.
No,
but
he
it
was
had
in
nothing
the
to do with
Spider-Man
Oh,
trailer.
right.
No, okay, so
Damn. Who really did spike his drink, man?
That's cool.
Donald Glover teamed up with Deadpool. He was in the trailer. Woo woo.
No, let's just clarify. Donald Glover is actually going to write a Deadpool series for FX. There we go.
Hey.
Man, FX really likes this guy. Like, Jesus.
Well, I mean, Donald Glover is just not only amazing rapper.
On the planet, I know. No, like seriously, he is probably the most talented black person on the planet right now. There is no way he should be able to do all the things he can do at that proficient of a level. It's almost
at such a young age too. What is he, like, just a couple of years older than us?
I thought he was like 30.
Yeah, no, Donald Glover is actually in his early 30s.
Yeah.
Well, he's a couple years older than you guys.
Yeah. So
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, rapper, comedian, like
Writer,
he would
producer,
writer.
actor.
He's an
Yeah,
Does
okay
it all.
rapper. I don't care for his music too much, actually.
Did you listen
what?
to Did you listen to Camp?
I did. I liked one song, and that was
Did
Bonfire.
you listen to Because of the Internet?
Yeah. No. We can just stop.
The silence.
We can
Cricket
stop.
noise, cricket noise, cricket noise.
Thank you, son.
I'm gonna take
Mm.
that.
I heard
Yeah,
that.
but he's cool. I'm glad he's doing a lot, but I don't care for his
I
music.
can't get over his name. I'm sorry.
Childish
My friend
Oh.
at work, he just forever engraved this in my name. So people call him Don Glover, and if you take the G from Glover and put it onto Don, it becomes Donged Lover, and I just cannot get that out of my head. I don't know why.
Okay, so
You're
moving
Okay.
weird.
I thought you was gonna talk about Childish Gambino and how he got that name.
Nah.
Okay.
Man, this man Maurice. But Deadpool was in the Childish Gambino trailer. He was going to write a show for Spider-Man. Woo woo woo. Let's go.
I'm
Like,
I'm sorry. Because I don't like talking about that type of like small news stuff on podcasts because like
But I
feel
mean,
like
this
it's
is gonna be a
so-
pretty big deal.
yeah,
I
when
mean,
I see the
Deadpool-
product, it could be a big deal, but it's the problem that I don't know what I'm woo wooing about. You know, like the hype train
But
for
I'm
me
still-
does have its limits, son.
I mean, I'm still on the hype train because
I
Deadpool
don't
was
think
like
you
such
ever
an
got off the
awesome
hype
movie.
train, but, like-
And then you
But
have
yeah,
like
is
a
Ryan
real.
is Ryan Reynolds playing Deadpool in this? Do we know?
I would really like
do
him
we
too.
know?
But they
Do
haven't
we
cast
know?
the voice yet.
Okay, so there's nothing to be hype about.
I mean, he could do it.
Because I mean, look at
I
like
mean, with enough persuasion.
okay,
I'm pretty sure he would probably do it, though.
Okay,
He really likes the character.
yeah, okay, I agree with that.
I mean, it's going to be on FX, and then it's written by like a true comic nerd who will I feel very confident that will stay true to the storyline and the character. So I'm not as worried about Deadpool as I was like for the previous series. We just
just
yeah.
because he's a nerd don't mean he ain't gonna fuck up.
Honestly, I'm not
Well-
really excited for this only because I just want him to focus on Atlanta. Because Atlanta
that is a good TV
godlike.
series.
That was a godlike show. Like, jeez, well, just give me more of that. Focus on your music, do Atlanta. Don't worry about anything else.
But why can't he? Okay, why can't he expand?
Because he's doing too much of it. In the next 2 years, Donald Glover is writing this show for Deadpool. He's going to be in the Lion King remake. He's in Spider-Man. He's in the Han Solo remake for Star Wars. He's going to be Lando Calrissian. He's writing Atlanta. He's doing an album. That's 6 things those are 6 major things I just named.
Yeah.
Does he sleep?
There's right
But-
son. I mean, there's only.
I mean,
there's a
some
limit.
people can do multiple things and
But
it still
can
be
they do-
great.
But then can they do
He's
multiple
also
things
a new
well?
father too.
Can he do
So
multiple
this-
things well? Is the problem? Like, there's no
For
such
how
thing
long, like-
as like multitasking. It's more so like switch tasking.
I mean,
You're only
it's common-
giving a little bit of yourself to each like project. And what were you saying, Jared?
And
Yeah.
it's known that when people try to do multiple things and they're struck with deadlines, they kind of just want to half-ass it just to meet, like, hey, I need to get this done. Oh, well, I got to do what I got to do and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Donald is that type of person. I feel like he puts all of himself into each project, and that's why we love him so much, and it turns out so well. So again, like, I'm not worried.
But Flo, you can't possibly put yourself into every single thing you do. You're gonna burn out at one point.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I don't like him. I'm just afraid that with all of that talent that he has, and he has a lot of talent, I'm just afraid that he's gonna burn himself out way too early.
Well, I mean, you keep in mind, like, these projects are spaced out over time. Like, I'm pretty sure. Well, we know that the Spider-Man Homecoming, that's like he's finished with that. That's like good to go. I'm pretty sure like he's already was shooting a couple between the movie and his series. So I feel like there's like a way that he could like space it out. And so like I haven't seen like a release date for Deadpool, the animated series. So he may take his time with that to make sure that it's good, because like he knows like he is a comic book nerd himself, and he knows that the nerds will come out for him if it's not right. So,
Well, 4 of those 6 things that I mentioned, all of that is coming out next year. The Han Solo remake is coming out next year. Atlanta's supposed to be coming out next year. I'm not too sure when that Lion King thing is starting, but I think it's starting next year. And then he's saying he's going to put out a final album, which I have to assume is going to be either next year or 2019. So I just don't know how one person can do all of these things and have all of it be great. If he does, he will probably be the first person to ever do that. Ever.
he will be the GOAT.
Okay, I think you're kind of missing the point.
Okay.
I really do. It's not about like, oh yeah, man, if he finishes all this, he'll be great. It's about the fact like at some point he's gonna give way, and it may be now, or it may not, or it may be later. So I'm not going to hold my breath for anything he does because I can't be guaranteed if it's gonna be 100% like a good product.
Right, and then more important, he just had a kid. Like,
yeah, but unless like
I mean, he's rich, he could get a nanny. I don't.
Okay, let's.
Maybe he wants to be with it. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Okay. We're going to something else.
Yeah.
Oh man, Maurice died.
No, sorry. Really important.
Looks like I gotta host the show, everybody.
Okay. Now, next topic. Next
No,
topic.
It was just a few seconds to see he already tried to dethrone you. God.
Dang. Looks like Maurice is dead. Looks like I gotta do this myself.
Fucking Loki ass nigga, son.
What did you like?
Loki though.
Next, did you like Scar did Mufasa? It's with a heavy heart that I take over this podcast.
All right. So,
it's with a heavy heart. Deep down, I really don't care.
Anyway,
so next topic is the Spider-Man TV series. It is the It's not live action. It's a cartoon series that's coming out. I do not like this shit. This shit is corny as fuck. And I understand that like the earlier shows were like meant for kids, but this one's like literally almost PBS level of like for kids, with Spectacular Spider-Man, maybe Ultimate Spider-Man. There were at least some adult themes, but this one just seems like corny beyond hell. And Spider-Man's always been like a corny character, but sometimes it just like works, and none of the jokes here just like worked for me like they usually do. I was taken back by this.
All right, so I'm gonna go next. So no, shut up.
Oh, damn.
So I am actually very excited for this.
I'm so sorry.
Why do you always do this?
What?
Like, it's like everything we love, you hate, and then everything we hate, you love.
You gotta have some type of dynamic here somehow.
Maurice said he was a hater.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I am actually very excited for this for 2 reasons. One, it looks like we're getting something closer to the animation of Spectacular Spider-Man, which I absolutely adored.
Please stop.
And 2, this means that Ultimate Spider-Man ended. Am I right on that?
Please stop. I'm not sure. I haven't been keeping up, but please stop.
Well, they can't have 2 Spider-Man shows, so I'm just going to assume that Ultimate Spider-Man ended, which I absolutely hated Ultimate Spider-Man. Almost as much as Flo. Are you kidding?
About this series, like for real? Did you guys see? Did any of you other guys see the trailer? Like, fuck Andre for a second. Did you guys see the trailer personally?
I got turned off when I saw when I just saw like the snap of it. I'm like, I do not like this right now. This looks really,
I didn't
really
like how it was drawn. Yeah, that's kind of like I didn't want to click on it either. I just didn't like how it was drawn. Yeah, it does look
exactly
really
like Spectacular Spider-Man.
No, it doesn't.
I just want to point out, I really feel as though we're going backwards when it comes to cartoons nowadays. They're getting more simpler and simpler with their designs. Just like what is this? Like, I literally, is there any type of curve in that snapshot of the trailer? Like, there's none. It just looks so bad. I'm like, I don't want to watch this.
Okay,
I feel
so
like
that
no.
I can agree with you. The animation does need work. I honestly like it. It looked really bad. I
The
can't even defend it.
jokes,
It looked
the
really.
dialogue. Please talk about
Uh,
that.
it's okay. So the dialogue isn't any worse for me than what we got with Ultimate Spider-Man and Drake Bell and his.
So why do you
Oh my
like
god!
this? Please tell me why you like
Because
this.
I want Spectacular Spider-Man to come back in some way, shape, or form.
Son,
If
you.
I'm being
It's coming
honest with
back.
myself,
Oh my
I don't
god.
even care about this new
Okay.
Spider-Man series. I want Spectacular Spider-Man back, and this looks like this is the closest that I'm ever going to get. So I might as
You
well
are
enjoy it.
that trope. You are just a you're the hipster trope, son. Like I swear to God.
Hipster Spectacular Spider-Man
And that's
was
not
on
even
the air like 5 years
that's not even
ago.
that's not even a bad thing. Some of my best friends are hipsters, but god damn, so do you fit that trope well right now?
How? Because something was good. It was a good show. It
Yeah,
got canceled.
no,
I'm
Spectacular
mad.
Spider-Man was amazing. I will give you that. But okay, you're to recap some points I just heard or sentences I just heard. Yeah, the animation could use some work. Yeah, the dialogue is just as bad as or just as
Really bad.
up to the standard of the Ultimate Spider-Man series, which I didn't like really didn't like. Like, so why do you like this? Like, what is drawing you in right now? That
Because I want spectacular. I saw the animation. Okay, maybe I just like Spectacular Spider-Man so much, and I hate Ultimate Spider-Man so much. When I saw this, I was like, "Oh, a return to form? Maybe?
yeah,
Yes?
maybe you're
No?
just a hipster, or maybe that.
I'm not sure how that makes me a hipster though."
I don't see how you don't see it,
You
but
crave nostalgia.
yeah, thank you, son.
That's
Thank you for the layup right
how
there.
could we how could we call something that was 4 or 5 years ago nostalgia?
You were
What?
technically a kid 4 or 5 years ago, so I mean that's.
Nigga, what? I'm 23.
I stand by my statement.
I met you 4 years ago. What?
I was a kid back then too, so what do you
Yo.
God, you're
mean? Oh my
terrible.
gosh.
But yeah, I don't know. It I can't even disagree with you guys because
Sorry.
if I want to be honest with myself, yeah, the animation looked bad, the dialogue looked bad. I mean, what sounded bad.
It's fine.
I
I got
just
what you
don't
mean,
know
son.
what's going on with the Spider-Man design.
Yeah.
But holy crap, am I happy
Yeah.
that Ultimate Spider-Man is off the air.
Okay, that's all this is about. And I will admit, it is cool to see him in like his old costume. But why is the dialogue gotta be crappy? Like that's my only thing. Like he can stay in that suit for like
It's
he can
Disney.
pull a Daredevil, stay in that suit for the remainder of the TV series until the very end, and then get his actual Spider-Man suit. But so long as the dialogue and the action is good, I wouldn't give a fuck.
To be fair, and not to go off on too much of a tangent, I think it's because of Disney. And you guys know how I feel
It
about
all
the
comes
mouse.
back to the mouse.
Y'all know how I feel about the mouse, but have y'all have you guys seen the Marvel cartoons on Disney Channel XD? They are
Yeah.
really
Well,
bare bones
Avengers,
kitty, like
the
Jesus Christ.
the first Avengers was actually pretty decent. I actually did like that.
Oh,
Comparing that to what?
Comparing that to the second Avengers, which was kind of like lame.
There were two events. I don't know.
Yeah, there
I
was
haven't really been
one.
keeping up
There
with
was
the show.
one where like Tony Stark took over the Avengers. That was a thing.
Nah.
Remember, okay, the second one was like Avengers, the Rise of Ultron.
That was a. I don't know. That was probably the third one. I don't fucking know. I haven't been keeping up.
Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that Disney is most definitely putting its stamp on all of the Marvel properties. Even what we
Except
talk.
X-Men.
Well, they don't own X-Men, so it like remember when we talked
Like, what do you
about
want?
Rocket Raccoon in Ultimate Marvel versus Capcom?
Yeah.
And I just kept on saying to myself, "Yup, Disney got to this too. The models look like just like with the shit that we seen in the movies. It's taking a little bit more of a lighthearted tone. I just don't want to see. I just don't want to see all of the Marvel properties that comes on TV or in a video game have like the Disney stamp of approval on its head, and that's just like what I'm seeing out of
Well,
some of the
until
shows.
somebody pulls like a Ryan Reynolds and like sink their own money into like creating these Marvel comic movies. I mean, it's really hard to fight Disney at this point because they're just too powerful. They got too much money,
Yeah,
Disney
I
Final
think
Boss,
and
Disney owns
and
Star
Disney Final
Wars,
Boss,
Marvel,
and
and
Kingdom Hearts 3
ESPN.
confirmed.
yeah,
I
what?
wouldn't be surprised.
Disney is
Yeah.
Final Boss and Kingdom Hearts 3 confirmed.
I wouldn't be
You gotta beat
surprised.
the mouse.
Walt Disney's just gonna walk up. He's gonna come up with Fenrir and proceed to beat your ass.
I mean, you just have to accept it, Andre. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, you gotta accept Teen Titans Go is actually a decent show.
You have
so
to accept that
honestly,
too. I'm getting tired of that
Ah.
shit. You gotta get over that.
It's sad. I had hate for that show, but I still end up watching it, and I'm just like, why?
It's a good show. It's decently written. Some of the jokes are really on time. It's just it's a decent show.
It is the good.
It's
yeah.
like
I just want. I still want my original Teen Titans.
And I want Spectacular
can't-
Spider-Man back. So
Yeah, bro.
I mean, I think of it like I stopped taking Teen Titans Go seriously and just look at it as something to laugh at. But I really do miss the original Teen Titans, the one I can actually take seriously. But I'll live with this.
Hmm.
I'm making money, the pyramid money. I'm making money, the pyramid scheme money. Man, that's the Teen Titans Go is a pretty good show. It's a pretty good show.
I'm not gonna disagree.
Because
I'm
you
not gonna
can't.
agree.
Because when you watch it, you're gonna laugh. I don't watch the
It's-
show all that much either. It's just that
It's
when
so
you watch it, you
stupid.
laugh.
Is it?
It
I,
is so stupid.
I would just say God, at least Young Justice, and that's all I want to say.
It's funny because I didn't watch Young Justice.
We're not gonna get into that. Next
Yeah,
topic.
we talked about this.
Next
This is a-
topic. Wonder Woman
That's
review.
the topic.
Oh right, Wonder Woman.
Yeah, so me, Andre, and Flanora went to go see it, but Jared kind of loafing, so we about to.
Yeah, I
spoil
didn't
this
see it yet.
Yeah.
whole shit for him.
Life.
Oh,
I hate life.
so you can either just like mute the volume on this, or just like embrace
Oh, no, it's all
the
great.
spoilers.
I'll embrace
Okay.
the spoilers. At least because my girlfriend's more hyped to see it than me, so at least she can hear it. So it's fine.
No, okay, sounds good to me. So,
Yeah.
first off, good movie, bad movie. Go.
It was everything.
Okay, Flanora, stop. Go ahead, Andre.
I am one step below Flo. This was really surprisingly good.
This was good for a DC film, and I hope we can continue to see this type of consistency.
Depending on the
All right,
the
Flo, tell
director, I
us
think
what
that
was
made a
good about
huge
it.
difference.
Yeah, like you can tell that Zack Snyder didn't have too much to do with this because for one, oh my God, there was color in this movie. I just
True.
couldn't believe it. Like when we went to, I'm gonna just call it the Amazon Island because I don't know the actual name that they kept on saying. in the
The
movie.
mascara.
Amazon Island.
That
Anyway,
mascara.
like when I saw the island, I was like, oh, it's not all gray and gritty and moody. It's the water has color. The grass is green. This is there is actually color in this movie when you compare it to Batman versus Superman or pretty much anything else in those other three movies. Everything was either a grayish blue, gray, black, and I'm like, this is really depressing looking. I'm not too sure what's going on, but that was probably my favorite part of the movie, the fact that there were different colors in the movie. I know that sounds weird,
The
but
colors did it all.
man, was Batman versus Superman drab, and so was Suicide Squad.
Mm,
Okay, Suicide Squad was good. I don't know what movie you were watching.
there were a lot of colors in Suicide Squad if we're just going off that logic.
Yeah.
I mean, Harley Quinn was like what 85% of the color though.
Respect.
And let's
Saying-
keep the focus on Wonder Woman because you're not about to tell me that Suicide Squad.
We're not saying. No, I'm not
What?
saying that it was the better movie or a better movie.
Yeah.
I was just saying like it has color, so that must mean it's vibrant and good, right? Is that what you're saying?
Flo was saying. No, that's what Flo was saying.
Oh, did
What-
you? Why would you say that?
What
Oh,
I
Flo
would say, okay,
said-
like okay. Compare Suicide Squad to Batman versus Superman.
I will watch
Yeah,
Suicide
all
Squad
I mean,
again.
Suicide Squad was like a step up.
I would watch Suicide Squad again. Won't watch Batman vs Superman.
What's a step up from a D minus or
C.
D? A D plus.
Okay.
C is
A
passing.
step
Fuck
up
you
is a
mean.
step up.
C is passing. Fuck you mean, boy.
Y'all need to stop pacifying DC that they're never going to do better.
They clearly did with this one. I
With
mean,
Wonder Woman.
yeah.
They had no choice but to do better on this one.
I feel like that doesn't change anything.
That's true. No, I'm not trying to take away what Wonder Woman did. This movie was just what DC needed. Not only was this the first like good female superhero movie, this was the first good DC EU movie. So I'm very happy with what Wonder Woman did. Some of the scenes in this movie was just made me go like, oh my god, did that really just happen? Like,
when she trucked the truck, son, the fucking truck.
Okay, so let's talk about that for a second. We're gonna get into like the story in a second, guys. But let's talk about this one scene. So there's one scene where she goes to like the village, and there's like this, I don't know, an armored tank or something, and she trucks it. It's not in slow motion. It's in like regular time. She trucks it. She looks somewhere else, and then she jumps off, and I'm like. It's like she hurt the truck, and I'm like,
oh no, that poor truck! I can't.
Like when she did that, I literally had to and I'm pretty sure you guys saw me. I bent over, and I'm like,
that's how I knew Andre was serious about this movie. Like he leaned forward, he wears glasses, took off his glasses, and just like, by goddamn it.
Like, DC finally delivered on something.
Like, holy shit. Oh,
but anyway, does anybody want to get into like the story or the synopsis?
I mean, at some point, can we talk more about the action scenes?
So, I guess I'll do the story. I guess so. You guys, everybody knows who Wonder Woman is. Wonder Woman, Amazon princess thing. I don't know because she's not human apparently. That's pretty much it. It's a fish out of water story. We get Captain James T. Kirk. He comes out of nowhere. What?
Okay.
That's who he is. He's Captain James T. Kirk.
Chris Pine.
Captain James T. You have a crush on him, don't you?
A little bit.
I believe it.
Yeah. The eyes.
What?
It's the eyes, isn't it?
It's his whole rugged look. It's not like he's a pretty boy, but he is. Okay, that's not the point. It's just that Steve is obviously the love interest of Princess Diana, and just like she saves him from the ocean, and pulls him ashore, and then all of a sudden you have these Nazis coming into the mascara, and it's like this all-out battle. What did you guys think of the fight choreography? Because I absolutely adored it.
I thought it was good. I'm having trouble remembering it now. Somebody else go.
I'm kind of in the same boat as Maurice. Honestly, it was good, but if we compare it to something like, I want to give like a decent example because I know I can't say an actual martial arts movie because that'd be cheating.
Completely.
But,
well, Batman Begins had good fight scenes. Batman trilogy rather.
Well, that's not good. Let's not get into that. Let's not get into that.
Those had good fight scenes.
It was more like I think a mix of 300. I think because it was like the slow motion, like you see like them flipping their hair, and like the slow motion like turn midair flip.
Wasn't expecting the model actress to do that well. Yeah, she did a good job of portraying like the strong type woman, and also like the how would you say it, the gentleness and caring side of a warrior princess. I thought she did a really good job.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not that all surprising if you know like her background. So Gal, that she's Israeli, and all Israelis have to do like 2 years in Israel's military. So she does have that military training, and she's not that new to action films. Like we know, like she got like her start, and her fame grew from like the Fast and the Furious franchise. So, I mean, the only like thing that made this like the real challenge for her is like when she had to put like 15 pounds of muscle on for this role. So and like I guess do some new fight training, especially dealing with swords. But she definitely is the type was the perfect fit. Not only is she beautiful, but she does have combat background training. So she was like the perfect. This was like just a really good cast pick, to be honest.
Yeah, Wonder Woman kind of has everything going for it right now. And I will admit, I was extremely skeptical
Yup,
of this movie. I
you
was
really were.
I was like, yo, if this
Yeah.
fails, that's it for DC with me. Like you can't make four mediocre movies and expect to like
At least with the
call
amount of
yourself
money that was put into them, you can't do that.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Like Batman versus Super, even though it made all of his money back, Batman versus Superman had a shit ton of money poured into it, and then the end result was just this. I thought Batman versus Superman was a mess. I think that's the weakest film so far. That's just me though. I don't know how you guys feel, but
Batman
that's
versus Superman.
yes.
Yeah, like I said, I'd never have anything good to say about that movie.
And it's sad because it's not in a normal universe, and I know we're supposed to be talking about Wonder Woman, but in a normal universe, I mean, a normal like in an even playing field, Batman vs Superman isn't that bad. It's just like the choices, the dialogue, the action sequences were sometimes stupid. The whole Jesus thing was starting to get tired, and it's just nothing really fit with that movie. And then we go into Wonder Woman where everything seems natural. Everything seems like, yeah, this is the natural progression. She would do this. Like in the scene where they're in the bunker in Dead Man's Land. That's exactly what I thought her character would do in that situation. She's saying all this horrific stuff. And she said, okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. You can do that, but this is what I'm gonna do. She takes off her robe in the most epic of fashions, by the way. And she walked onto the battle stage. That right there has got to be one of the best scenes I've seen in the past 2 or 3 years. And that's including Civil War. That
Mm-hmm.
scene was
I
amazing.
wouldn't hype it up that much, but it is a
I
really
would.
good scene.
I would. Like, I don't know. It was just like the feeling of it where you'd like, up, this is, I don't know, that whole
It was
powerful woman
borderline
thing.
like iconic, like definitely about this is where she kind of like breaks the mold of just being like Amazon and like truly just becomes like Wonder Woman, like
Right.
her
Mm-hmm.
role of strength and power and stuff like that. Not exactly feminine strength, but the strength incarnate itself. Like that's what I
Right.
took away from that scene. I thought it was very powerful as well. Because again, that's like that breaking that mold and coming to your own, like defining what you are.
Mm-hmm.
I would compare that to the scene in Civil War. That shit was great. It was really good. I really enjoyed that scene. Now we said all these good things about the movie.
I
Oh
wish
Lord.
she fucking chopped niggas' heads off. Why did she not chop
Okay.
niggas' heads off?
So that's more of a
I
pet
mean,
peeve.
I mean, it's still. I mean, it's PG-13, so that I mean, they're not gonna. I don't think they wanted to risk it because, like, was this like the first uh solo female uh movie that they
Damn.
had?
What?
And yeah,
The first
so I
female
don't think they
movie
wanted
ever.
to do anything like too extreme at this point. So I think DC was just really trying to play it safe, so it'd be appealing to everybody.
Yeah, Maurice, you're kind of judging the movie off of something that you
I'm
know
not. It's
that
not.
they
I'm
wasn't
not
going to
judging it.
do.
I'm actually playing, so I don't know.
Oh, okay, just making
Mm.
sure.
I wish it
Because
did have it in there because that would be cool. But I mean, it doesn't really make or break the movie either.
yeah, because I think chopping heads off would have been a bit
She
much,
she Sean, she is from Greek
especially for this movie.
mythology. That they go hard.
Maurice,
They go hard in the paint. So what are you talking about?
I agree with
Uh,
you. In any other circumstance, if this was like a TV show or comic book, yes, but for this movie and where it was at and the timing that it came out and what came before it, yeah, they needed to play this a little bit safe, dog.
Nah, man.
mhm.
They,
Nah, ain't nothing
there
Yeah.
safe
was no
about
way they
chopping
were
a
gonna
nigga's
make this
head off.
rated R.
It's
I mean,
There
and
dangerous.
was
it
no
paid. I
way.
mean, it definitely paid off. Like so far, Wonder Woman has accumulated, $129 million in the box office.
That's impressive. How
I
much
would
did they?
imagine that's
How much
more
did
than
they
half
spend to
of this
make it?
budget. Probably around
Um,
the 200 million range.
let me Google.
We gotta stop googling stuff within the show too.
They
Just
know
I
it's
mean,
raw,
it's
son.
it's
They
being
know it's real.
responsible. We have to fact check. Okay.
I would imagine around $200 million. So it all probably almost made all of its money back in one weekend, which is that's
200
expected.
million? That doesn't seem like it was a $200 million movie.
Which
Mhm.
and how so? You think it was more poured into it?
Huh?
You think there was more money poured into it?
No, less, because it wasn't like fucking Guardians of the Galaxy. Like there wasn't that many
Well,
special
to
effects.
be to be fair, there were more expensive movies that were made that looked worse than that.
I don't think that's 200
Case
million.
case in point, Spider-Man 3 had a budget of $300 million.
Ooh.
Yeah, and look how bad
Yeah, but that
that
was
turned.
because
I'm
of the
like,
Sandman. That was not. That seemed like it was more so because of the Sandman and the Venom shit. Plus, they also had to they at last minute added in Venom, so that probably
yeah, but
took from it as well.
$300 million in 2007 is probably it's in what to and if you account for inflation, that's probably closer to about a $500 million on that movie.
I don't think it cost that much. There's no way.
Spider-Man 3 had a budget of $300 million. Most of it went to the
Spider-Man
actors.
3.
Yes,
I mean, we just talked about why that possibly could have been though. There
I
wasn't.
don't, I
She didn't
don't.
have a villain that was like that. Well, aside from Ares, she wasn't really fighting anything that was like that impressive on the special
Speaking
effects side.
of Ares, let's talk about that because and
Spoiler.
I can yeah we gotta start saying spoiler alerts before we start these
He was
reviews.
spoiled
Spoiler
before.
alert. Yeah, but anyway,
Mm.
I didn't appreciate the last fight scene.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was a bit much.
How so?
I kind of like
Okay,
it.
so we have like this gritty World War I setting, and she's flipping, dodging bullets. Everything is kind of like, and I know you and Flo are going to get on me about. I mean, wow, you and Maurice are going to get on me about this. It just seems like everything that was going on was a bit. It had a little bit more of a grounded like feel to it. It was a little bit more, hey, this is what a superpowered woman would do in this type of situation. This is the natural progression of this. She's going to tank some bullets. She's going to like throw her shield frisbee at people. She's going to parkour through buildings and kick all types of ass. And then this god shows up shooting lightning from the sky and using telekinesis, and it kind of felt like somebody like they had a board meeting and said, "Hey, well, we need a big ass action sequence at the end, so somehow muscle that in there." That's just that's just me. Thoughts?
It didn't bother me too much that he was the villain, but at that point, I was just kind of like, all right, we can wrap it up now. We understand his motive.
Yeah,
Fight's over.
that's what I'm saying. I actually thought that Ares was going to be saved for Justice League. And when they revealed him, and by the way, Remus Lupin is if you're a Harry Potter fan, Remus Lupin is Ares, and I just thought that was
Well,
hilarious.
to be fair, it didn't seem like once Diana awoke in her powers, it didn't seem like he could really hold a torch to her for real, or at least they were on an even playing field. So if we compare that to the fact that we know Superman's like the stronger one, then that means he wouldn't be that big of a deal of a villain.
I can see what you're saying. I can see where you're going with that.
Yeah.
But now this has got me wondering. Well, we
Plus,
have
like,
a we
Wonder Woman
Mhm.
herself is a god, so if she's gonna be fighting anybody, it probably should be a god.
You're
right.
right.
And this brings me to my next point. All right, so if we're not going to have a literal god fight these people in Justice League, who are they going to get? What villain are we going
There
to
are
have in the
so
Justice
many
League?
villains that they can get in Justice League. Son, they have
To just come out of ass nowhere?
the Sinister Six.
I mean, not true. I mean, the good thing about like with the DC universe, they have a lot of villains that they could play with, and I mean, there are some pretty heavy duty aliens that they could fight. So
Sinister, Grundy, maybe not Grundy, but like he's
How
part
about
of the
say
Brainiac.
Sinister. Brainiac's always one
Brainiac
they
has
go
to be.
through.
they might do Brainiac now. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, like
Because who
they
else can
have
they get?
they have a lot of people they can go to, man.
They
Gorilla Grodd
do.
usually
It's
does
just
some like massive shit. Cersei, like they have a lot of people, son. They really do.
But I'm not saying okay. Maybe I didn't make myself clear. I'm not saying that DC doesn't have the rogues gallery for them to take on the Justice League. I was just thinking that hey, this is a character that's already introduced. He's already an established villain. You know what he's about. Maybe they were going to save him for Justice League, which is come out in what, a couple months from now.
I don't.
That's all I'm thinking. They said they want to do something different than Marvel. That was to me that would have been their opportunity to do it because Wonder Woman is set so far back than the timeline. I mean the time that Batman versus Superman takes place. So maybe they would have said, okay, we introduced Ares here. Let's have Ares come back in Justice League and have them fight. Do the whole Justice League.
I don't know if he's that strong of a character because it's not like
they could have buffed him.
I mean, think about it this way. We know that Wonder Woman, she eliminates a lot of her enemies. Not too many of them are like reoccurring characters. I think it's Cheetah. That's it. That's the only like reoccurring villain that I could think of. But all of them are like from Greek mythology, and she like eliminates them.
Okay,
but here's the thing, like I think that would be kind of cheating her character if like they had Ares survive in some way. It's like no, she eliminate him. Okay, she is the daughter of Zeus. Okay, with Amazonian abilities. Ares is done. Let's just move past him.
Yeah,
and like get like another villain to fight.
He's so like they have so many other people they can pull from. Like saving him would be kind of a waste when we can see someone else.
But here's the thing, though. This is going. I'm not. All right, let's take away from our comic book knowledge and our knowledge of the character for 1 second. For just 1 second, and let's look at this at a stance of where DC is trying to do and what they keep on saying that they're trying to do, but they keep on failing at every point. For me, DC with Wonder Woman is kind of making some of these mistakes that Marvel is doing. We all know the Marvel cinematic movies, they have weak villains. Not like weak as in power wise, just weak as in I really don't care about the villain. He's just
poor motives, etc.
Right. So this was for me. This was DC's chance to say, hey, well, we're gonna have a fleshed out villain. We're gonna buff him up. We're gonna make him a threat, so that we kind of get like this continuation thing, not just what Marvel is doing, which I'm not bashing on Marvel. Villain in this movie, got rid of him. 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 Maybe they just could have had something just reoccur from another movie, if that makes any type of sense.
Well, I think we're
only thing Marvel is going for Thanos.
All right. Well, Loki. I think with like
Loki
we're forgetting like one character. Wonder Woman did let Dr. Poison live.
Wow.
So I mean, granted, by the time like we're in the modern age, she'll be very old, but that's not to say that she doesn't get like a protege that takes on her name. Like, so I mean, we don't really know what happened to her.
So you're saying
I mean, we could see. I mean, that could be the one reoccurring villain that we have for Wonder Woman, and then she plays a role somehow in the next movie.
That would be a very, very minor role, judging off what you just said in your previous statement.
To be fair, any villain that makes a return after getting their ass handed to him would have a minor role.
But she already had a minor role in this movie.
I'm going back to your argument about Ares coming back. Like, if Wonder Woman always shown that she can beat him, and is on the same level, and Superman's coming back, you really don't pose a threat. So they have to think of something new. I don't think him staying changes or makes anything better. Or makes
that's
anything
the thing.
Worse.
That's the thing. I didn't want them to fight at all. I thought he was just gonna like show himself. Yeah,
they not gonna. Son, do you know who Wonder Woman is? They not gonna fight.
Weird. What just kept Ares from saying okay, bye? Like what was
the whole goal of Ares was like he was trying to pull Wonder Woman to his side and corrupt her. So, no, he wasn't just going to go away. Her mother was, like, really fearful for Wonder Woman to leave the island because, like, Ares is going to be looking for her and going to try to use her. So no, he wasn't just gonna be like,
Didn't she
oh,
show? Didn't she say that Ares isn't back? That Ares is dead. She was kind of wishy
no, no,
washy.
no, no, no.
They
Well, she
thought
was kind of like in
he was dead.
denial. She was just like, but it's like, her sister was saying like, you know, he's not dead. Like, you know, he is still out there somewhere. We need to
That doesn't
prepare
make her not
her
wishy
for a
washy.
fight. So
yeah, true.
I didn't like her character all that much.
The queen
what, the mother?
or
Yes, I didn't like her character all that much.
yeah, you
Why?
wouldn't
Because
like
I'm
her
like,
on the other.
why are you sheltering your daughter if you know that all of this is going to happen?
You ever had a kid
You
before?
know this is going to happen.
You ever had a kid?
But
I
yet
mean,
you're treating her like
that's
she's
just a mom's role. It's just like their job is to protect their child.
Yeah.
She is like, I don't agree with the way that she did either, but like I understand it's like you're hoping that he will never find it. Like, we're on like this island that's invisible to everybody. Like, you know, it was just denial. That's all it is, and that's like kind of normal for any mom, to be
I
honest.
still thought that she was kind of wishy washy in her opinions. She said, "Oh, don't train my daughter. I forbid it." Then she finds her sister training her daughter. How dare you? I allow it. Ares,
Yeah.
Ares is most definitely dead. She's not back. Her sister, Ares is not dead. You're right. Ares will come and find her. I'm like, what? Okay, so what are we doing here? What do you actually stand for? Because now I'm confused. She was just kind of wishy washy in her opinions. Oh, I forbid you to leave this island, mother. I'm leaving this island. Be safe, Diana. What? She was just wishy washy to me. That's a nitpick though. Kind of like the whole chopping off heads thing.
Hey.
Oh, anything else?
Well, the budget
I
for this movie, just to answer. Oh, you want me to tell you the budget for the movie,
go
or
ahead.
let it go?
Tell us the budget.
Okay, so the budget was $149 million. So far it is raked in again over $129 in its opening weekend. So I think it's just a matter of time before they not only break even but get like a sizable return.
Oh, they're gonna make.
Yeah, they are.
There's no doubt about it.
Like, critics were hyping this up. Like, definitely, it's happening.
I mean, is it the best thing since sliced bread? No, but is it what? Is it? No, I'm talking about. I'm defending you. I'm going by what the critics said. Is this the best thing since sliced bread?
The critics said sliced bread.
Is since sliced bread.
They said that.
I mean, some critics are kind of hyping
that
this
is
up.
I'm just saying, like, that is a general saying.
You never. That's a general saying, but no, I didn't know people were actually saying that verbatim.
Yeah, some critics are saying, yeah, this was one of the greatest things ever.
Okay.
I'm like, let's not go that far. It had flaws. Right,
they did really good. They did a good job. I'll give them that.
Yeah, they put colors in the movie.
Okay.
I get it, and this was a switch up from what DC usually does, which is shit. So I agree with that, but let's not take it too far. This movie still has some problems, but it was very, very enjoyable and easily the best DC movie so far. I think we can all agree on that.
Definitely, hands down, without a doubt.
Hands down. So, rating?
Like a 1 to 10. Give it like a 7.5 to an 8.
You can we get an actual number?
8. Also, another thing, the jokes in this, in the beginning, they were not as funny as people were making them. These are literally jokes I've heard from Justice League. Like, son, like, I just had to say that. Like, in the beginning, the jokes weren't that funny. They really weren't. And critics were hyping up those jokes to be, like, the best.
Okay, so let's talk about that.
I mean, which one? Was it when it was, like, the first encounter?
When they first met each other. That's what I'm talking about. 'Cause I remember the people in the theater laughing a lot, and I was like, okay, that wasn't that funny. Okay, that one was kind of funny. Okay, that one wasn't as funny as you thought it was.
That's exactly how you felt about Wonder Woman. Is exactly how I felt about Guardians.
I'm sorry you have poor taste in Guardians of the Galaxy when it has really good humor. But Wonder Woman Jr. was actually just conversation, and Guardians of the Galaxy was more like awkward situations made funny because of timing. This was like,
Forced funny.
you're a man. Like that's
That
not
was- okay,
that is
the
nowhere
jokes
near
never
funny
did
to anyone.
this. Now you're
The
reaching.
jokes weren't that
That's what
simplistic.
that it was. It
It
was.
was not.
Watch it again.
Okay.
Watch it. I remember this. I remember this specifically because she was looking down at him and she was like, "You're a man," and then he looked at her like, "Yeah," and then everybody laughed. It was.
No,
it was
okay,
literally.
Her-
No, it
what
was
she
literally
said
like
was
that.
like, "Are you the typical example
No.
of an average
No, that
man?"
was
And he
no. I'm
was
talking
like,
about on the beach.
"Oh, I'm
No, I'm talking about.
above."
I'm talking about on the beach. That was in the cave.
Oh,
Yeah, because you never seen a man before.
Yeah, but it
Yeah.
wasn't that funny though. That's my point. That's just a normal
it was
question.
no. We were laughing at Chris Pine's reaction to that question because, like, he still didn't understand. Oh,
Okay.
this is just an island full of women.
Okay.
How you feel in that one moment is how I felt about a good 60%.
I'm sorry you
of
can't find
Guardians of the
awkward
Galaxy.
comedy funny, but I didn't feel like that.
Because
situation was-
because it wasn't awkward.
This-
There were literally times in Guardians of the Galaxy where they are literally forced laughing. There is no way you
Are you
did
talking
not
about the
hear
Batista
Rocket
thing?
Raccoon.
Drax
We talked about
personality.
that. Yeah, he's
We
over
talk-
the top. We talked
Forget
about
Drax.
this.
I'm talking about Rocket Raccoon. and
He's
just
over the top,
bawling.
too.
He's over the
my
top.
God.
It's like that's why that pair works.
And that was the same thing that they did in the last movie.
It worked in the last movie.
Okay,
It didn't
so-
work here.
Okay.
Because it was just so much. Everything had a joke to it. Literally every single scene had some type of joke in it. Even the stuff that I'm supposed to feel for, there was a joke in it. And I'm like, what are y'all doing? It made me so upset to see that, oh, I killed your mom. And they zoom in. What? Bang, 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 bang. And I'm like, come on, we can't have
That was
one.
a
wasn't
a
a
joke.
They played it like it was a joke.
No, they
It
didn't.
wasn't. I didn't get that
He
vibe.
shot that nigga like what?
On everything, like when Rocket Raccoon is like literally like crying tears in literally every scene, man, come on, that shit was forced. All of it just wasn't as funny as what they thought it was.
Okay,
I don't think it was so much pulling for funny for Rocket Raccoon's character. I think it was just showing like how much he was a douche.
Like there was this one scene between Star-Lord and Rocket Raccoon, and he says, "Hey, don't call me that." And Chris Pratt is like, "Well, I'm gonna call you this." Is that worse? Oh my god, dude, it's so much worse. And I'm like, oh my god, this shit is like...
Okay,
I like
can
that
you- I
scene.
thought it was funny.
That scene literally happened.
Yeah, that scene was hilarious. I love that scene.
Yeah.
Oh my
It was-
god, we can move on because it just wasn't funny.
I
Well,
thought
you
it was
just-
funny.
Okay, whatever. This is
What's
coming from a
the- what's
guy
the
that
next topic on
absolutely
the-
loves Teen Titans Go, and you can't
Because it's-
find like.
I like Teen
Guardians of the
Titans Go.
Galaxy.
What are you trying to say? We're
Because it's
really
funny.
good.
Because Teen Titans Go isn't throwing a joke at me every 4 fucking seconds.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
No, it's
Yes, it
not.
is. Yes, it
No,
is.
it's
I mean,
Yeah.
it's an 11-minute block, so
Is
I
it-
feel like it is kind of throw a joke at you at every turn.
Every
It is.
4 seconds, though.
Yes, that's the whole purpose. Isn't that the whole purpose of that show? The whole thing is a
Yes.
walking parody.
Yes, but Guardians of the Galaxy just had more comedy per second inch.
Exact measurements.
Oh my God.
Can we move on to the next topic, please? I know. I think we're done here. We're good. We're good.
Wait, let's get Jared's opinion. How did you feel about Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
You're gonna kill me.
You didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it.
Okay.
Okay, so moving on.
Hey,
Let him down, Jared. The one time he called on you for help.
I'm sorry. Son.
He's not sorry. So this was-
It just wasn't
Mm.
funny.
I'm really
it's
not,
like
but I'm
you
sorry.
wait to the lifeline. That's what you did.
Into gaming, the Cydia NT. It was on the arcade systems in Japan, and now it's coming to a PS4 near you.
So I go from breaking my PSP to not breaking a PS4 controller. Okay.
Yeah, you know, I mean,
Just buy 2.
strats and all that.
The frustration I had with that game. Now I gotta take it out of my P4, man.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
pretty sure I got it.
just get a couple lined up,
So,
man. Ready for the winter.
I don't know why, but when I saw the trailer for this, I'm like, oh yeah, KH3 is definitely not happening if they're bringing this shit up.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
KH3 is not
I
fucking
didn't even know
happening.
this was on the fucking list, like for the port, like to port it over. I thought this was gonna be like a late 2018, 2019 thing, something on the back burner. But no,
I
not at all.
have like 0.01% hope that KH3 is coming.
Yeah. I think Andre's Twitter post is pretty much spot on at this point.
Oh, well, son, it's not happening. Like you can't. Didn't we just talk about this like a week ago?
Yeah.
Like you can't stop showing us these games, and you still have other projects that are 4 years down the line. Just stop it. It's not good business. Can you imagine if we saw a trailer for, I don't know, Infinity War, and it's not coming out until like 2021?
People will
Like,
be giving death threats.
like that's not cool. We've already been waiting 10 years for this. Now I'm not even expecting to see Dissidia on this platform. Like this generation of consoles, I'm not expecting to see it at all. I'm just not. Even if it is a port, which they
It
look,
is.
they can't give us Dissidia before they give us Kingdom Hearts 3. All right, that's just
They will, because the
period.
city is actually a
Period.
finished game.
Period, Maurice.
This city is actually
You don't do this. You don't say, "Hey, 2012 in development." All right, here's a trailer. 4 years later. All right, we're not releasing this until another 3 years. What? You don't. That's how you not run a company. I thought EA was bad. EA is terrible, but I don't know what Square is doing. Excited for the game though.
So you would still play it even when it comes out like decades later.
Oh my God! Did you play the city?
Bruh,
Yeah. Oh,
bruh.
dude, the video was probably the best thing on PSP. Like Bart. Well, Maurice.
I wouldn't say the best thing.
Like-
For me personally, it was Birth by Sleep. That game I liked.
Oh right, that did happen.
Yeah, because like the online multiplayer, my God, son.
also, start. What's that noise in the background?
Jared.
All right. I'm going to assume it was Flo.
What? Why is it always
You
me?
do have
Because
weird
it's
sounds
always
in the
you.
background.
Yeah, it's always. Why is it always me? Because it's always you.
Because I'm in a quiet space.
Like, remember
Like,
that
Like
one
you
time
should
you were
hear.
filing your nails on podcasts? I was just like, what are you doing? Why are you scratching?
What? Okay, I had to fix
Wait,
that because
wait,
it was
pause.
bothering me.
Okay.
That noise actually you though.
It's not.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
Okay.
moving.
Always picking on me.
We're not picking on you.
I'm picking on you slightly.
We're picking on you.
Just a little bit.
Just a
There's
little
a-
bit. Now you know how I feel when I state my opinions. When I don't like what you guys like. Now you know how I feel.
No, we're actually having a constructive argument. You're just messing with me to be messing with me.
Because you actually do the shit that we're saying. Like, Flo, what are you doing? Oh, I'm filing my nails. Nigga, what?
That was one time. One time.
It was.
And I didn't realize that you could pick it up on my like earpiece.
Are you serious? You got your phone in the background.
That is
Oh my
true.
God.
And I'm pretty sure it's farther away from you than the nail filer.
Man, what are we talking about?
Dissidia NT coming out for PS4. No Xbox release. That's curiouser and curiouser.
Oh, that is kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean, you think this would be a
Yeah.
game they hop on? Like, well, did they get Final Fantasy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you think this would be a game they just get, or try to like make sure they had some, not interest, but had some type of.
So when y'all think this is coming out?
So they said early 2018, so probably mid 2018.
Early. I'm going to say 20.
Before KH3, basically.
I'm gonna say 2019.
2019.
Mm.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I can agree with 2019.
Let's see. I'm good. Dreamcast emulator coming out for Xbox One. It's not supported by Xbox technically, but they are allowing it to be on the system. The way you access it is by downloading it, I believe, from their app store, but then you have to put your Xbox into developer mode, and then you can actually play your own ISO files for Dreamcast. So like your Jet Set Radios and Shenmue or something like that.
Yo, when I saw this, I literally almost cried. I'm like, I can play Jet Set Radio on my Xbox One, yo. I think I
Life
need.
is sweet.
I actually needed a moment, yo. Like, I really
I
needed
mean,
a moment.
like I looked through, like I saw the video when they announced it, and I was looking through the titles, and like I hope that there will be more of the Dreamcast games than what they kind of announced, because like I was looking for Tony Hawk Pro Skater,
Those on
I was looking for
Dreamcast.
Tomb
Yes.
Raider, like I was looking for some like other games, and I didn't really see that. I'm hoping that their library expands by the time. I mean, is it out now, or is it still? Are
No,
they
I don't
still
think it's
working on
out
it?
yet. It'll get released like in the summer.
Yeah, so hopefully this summer or next summer.
This summer.
Next summer.
I'm gonna guess next summer.
Yeah,
So why would you say in the summer when summer's like,
right
right here?
here.
Yeah,
But then again, that's not all too uncommon.
true. I'm kind of wondering what this is gonna lead to because we all know how marketing goes with these companies. Like, oh, we don't want you guys to get free stuff because that means we don't get money. I think it does because more people buy your consoles if you let them
Right.
do this. Like, why do you think PC is so great? Because they can do whatever they want with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
A lot of stuff for free
it
too,
shocks
like
me.
online play.
Like, literally, people are constantly buying parts for their PC. They're constantly buying PCs because they know what they can do with them. Like Microsoft and Sony, they just like limiting console players because they feel as though, oh, we won't get as much money if if everything was just open like that. But main reason why I bought a PS3 is because I didn't have to pay for Xbox Gold.
That's
Just
true.
saying.
I made that mistake. That was a bad mistake. I mean, I bought an Xbox. Yeah,
Damn, traitor.
Mm,
I was.
yeah.
I learned
I
my
can't even say that
lesson.
because I got an Xbox One.
Next gen too.
I can't even say you were traitor though because I got an Xbox One. So like, Gears of War is a thing, yo. Like Gears of War, like come on,
Yeah,
man.
PC for that nigga. What you doing?
Shut up, bro.
So
talking about
Dreamcast
that.
sounds cool. Can't wait to see how that develops, because that could mean more emulators, but probably not for Sony, anything Sony or anything Nintendo, but for other games systems. I think there were other ones, or maybe an Xbox 360 emulator. Who knows?
I don't think they would do that because they're already like doing backwards compatibility with Xbox 360s.
Yeah,
Their
that's what I
They-
was, that's what I
service
was
thing,
thinking.
And
right?
the new biggest thing was like Black Ops 2 finally got remastered for Xbox One.
Yeah.
For Xbox
Mm.
One only though. Like why not PlayStation? Like what?
Because I mean, it's Call it, son. Come on, it's Call of Duty. You can let go.
I will always have my feelings about that. Like I played Black Ops 2 so much on the PlayStation.
Okay. Pokemon Direct came out like literally yesterday. They announced 3 interesting things. First, I'm gonna go from like least important to most important. Gold and Silver versions, the original versions, are releasing in September, and Ultra versions of Sun and Moon, the 3DS game, is coming out. This is kind of like their the sequel to like their Sun and Moon series games. Apparently, it's supposed to like feature a different storyline, different characters, etc. It's still within the same place, so more than likely there won't be new Pokemon. So that's okay. But Pokken, which is the thing I'm really excited about, is getting re-released on the Nintendo Switch. Now with this, and with 5 new characters, one of which being Krogunk, that big boy. The reason why I like this is because the game now has a second chance to live. Because it's adding a lot of extra features, such as 3v3 battles, like Marvel vs. Capcom. I think it's how it's supposed to play. And also a rank system and friendly matches and stuff like that. All the makings of a good fighting game. Now, I am curious to see if they're going to extend the life of this by adding on more characters, like as DLC, or will they just kind of like release this deluxe quote unquote product and kind of just let the market absorb it and then just kind of leave it at that.
I'm kind of iffy
Okay.
with the Pokken
Mm-hmm.
because I played it, I enjoyed it,
Mm-hmm.
but it just didn't stay. Like
Yeah.
I played it like for maybe a couple weeks, and then I just kept drifting to another game. I don't
Yeah.
know. I heard it was popular though. Like there were tournaments for it and everything. It just died. I don't even know what happened. Like I actually forgot I still own Pokken for the Wii U.
Mm-hmm.
Like I completely forgot I had that.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad I didn't really waste money on it, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
With it didn't really seem like something I was going to get into.
Do you guys think this could have a second chance to like maybe become something big? Because even though it did
I
have that
mean,
following,
No,
it kind of died
when I hear
off.
no.
when I hear like 3v3s for Pokken, it just like because with Marvel vs. Capcom, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like I hope it's not just another Home for Infinites. Because good God, you in VC3, you hop on an online match. If you don't hit an infinite just to kill your opponent, that's GG. So
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm not having. I don't have high hopes for it
Mm-hmm.
because if it thrives, awesome. If it doesn't, oh well. Like
Yeah.
that's basically how I see it.
It's kind of hard for it to thrive at this point because of all of the other fighting titles that we have right now.
Sorry.
Tekken,
Tekken, Smash is
Injustice.
still going strong. Injustice just came out. The fighting game space is actually starting to get crowded. I don't think anybody's still playing Street Fighter Five, but there are a few people that's still playing Street Fighter Five, so I have to say Street Fighter Five.
Not that many.
Yeah, not that many, but we had Tekken. It's all good.
Yeah.
We got Tekken.
Tekken.
Yeah, I just don't see like, and then you got to buy a switch for it. Not to say that people aren't buying switches. It's just a whole new console.
Mm-hmm.
That's always that's something Nintendo is always gonna have to deal with. Like, hey, buy this and you get to play. I don't know, maybe 3 other games on the platform.
Well, they are coming out with a lot this year, such as Mario Odyssey, Zelda's out, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people haven't finished that. About a lot, I mean, like probably like 15% of people who bought it. I mean, 15%.
It's a big game.
So I said Mario Odyssey, Splatoon, Arms, all getting released
No.
this year, right? And
No.
Mario Kart
Ew,
8.
I need it.
That's about 5 games I've named, all of which are extremely playable and either out now or coming out this year. So
I'm really excited for
Pokémon's
Splatoon
dropping
2.
in September, so it's not in the realm of impossibility. Is what I'm trying to get at here.
Hmm. Okay. I mean, Nintendo always seems to, surprise us. It's just
The rabbit's out the hat.
there's a lot of gaming stuff just happening this year and possibly the next year. And is it a good idea to buy a Switch at this point? Maybe, but you have a lot of other stuff that you get when you just buy a PlayStation. I like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But is it portable? Boom.
It
How
isn't
long does?
portable, but
I
you
mean,
would
I
like
heard the
to.
battery life isn't that impressive when it's portable though.
It's not. It's like 3 to
Really?
5. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it's not really
Yeah.
that impressive. I
That's
mean,
disappointing.
I'm not saying it's not like bearable. I mean, 3 to 5 hours that's okay, but it's
Mm-hmm.
just compared to like everything else. I guess I don't know.
To most mobile
Um.
devices that last up, what,
Uh,
17 hours?
yeah,
Yeah.
but then again, most mobile devices I guess don't use that much graphic like GPU power or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I just wish it could last longer. I really wish it could last longer because then I would probably bought a Switch already if it lasted longer.
Yeah, I mean, being a Switch owner, the only one in the here. Yeah, I don't think it's something you should invest in like off the break. But for me, like there are more than enough games that have been announced or are already out now that keep me interested in owning one, and I'm really curious not curious, but I'm really looking forward to what the Switch will bring on. Because what the Switch.
I mean, I'm getting Splatoon too. Like,
yeah, of course, man.
That's
no doubt.
happening.
No doubt.
That is happening.
But like and majority of the reason why it was so easy for me to make this transition to the Switch is because I didn't own the Wii U. I had a Wii U, but it belonged to somebody else, and I had to return it eventually, of course. So so these games that I missed out on, like Pokken and technically Smash, because I didn't really own Smash. Like it's good that this decision to move there was very easy for me to make. It's kind of like if you're thinking about buying the next Android or iPhone, and you've been missing the last two iPhones or Androids. Like the transition is going to be easier for you to make than others.
Man, let's be honest. What do you really miss if you miss out on two iPhones, though?
Let's not go there. Okay.
Like, what are you really missing?
This is not this far of the chat. Okay.
Like, just saying. I'm sorry.
So yeah, that was it for the Pokemon Direct. A lot of people were disappointed. They kind of were hoping for Pokemon Stars. I don't know why people allow themselves to get hyped up and not allow themselves the chance to think about, okay, I know I'm gonna get hyped up, but I can also have to think in the back of my head, well, they can't do this. Kind of like temper yourself a little bit, temper your hype. I get hype all the time, That's just what I do. Right? I don't...
I'm not hype train.
Always on the hype train, son. But the hype train has limits, the hype train has rules. And I understand why some people are disappointed, but it is too early in the life cycle for us to get the next Pokemon game on this system. Like it's going to it more than likely it'll probably come at some point, but it's way too early for us to be speculating that Pokemon drops now. Nintendo Direct, next Pokemon game's coming out. I'm in there. Even the Pokemon Ultra Moon and Ultra Sun, they aren't releasing for the 3DS. I mean, they aren't releasing for the Nintendo Switch; they're releasing for the 3DS. So, there's that.
I won't be buying a Switch until I get a confirmation that Smash is coming over. Until then, until then,
I think it's still rumors right now.
It's not really a rumor. They said it's going to come out. I don't think they gave like a release date, but it's.
Man,
I know
you say Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to come out, but
Kingdom Hearts 3, Kingdom Hearts 3 is much like the cake from Portal, so
I need a trailer. Like I really do.
I need a disc, nigga. What? I need it running. I need to hear it hum in my PlayStation. I need to see the what do you call it? The start menu. I need to see all that.
PlayStation though.
Like they could give me a release date. I could be in the line. I could pay for the game, but until it gets in my PlayStation, I'm just gonna say it doesn't exist.
Right. Even then, like until the next DLC comes out for the game, they don't exist. It ain't real.
Oh my god! If they do an episodic thing like they're going to do with FF7, I'm gonna lose.
Oh yeah, that was a thing. Why would they do that to a game? I don't want to play a game in parts. I want the whole thing. Huh?
Money.
Oh my gosh. I would like. It's hard for me to accept that for Final Fantasy VII, but don't turn KH3 into that. Like, don't let that be the test subject. Like, will they buy this? No, just give us the full game and fuck up somebody else's game. Fuck up somebody else's game.
I'm just saying.
I don't want that.
They did say that they're really pushing. Well, a couple months ago they said they was pushing for a 2018 release. Obviously, we're not getting that. But I think somebody was about to put a gun to Square's head and says, "All right, look here, y'all have enough time, all right? We're releasing this game whether it's finished or not, but we have several worlds that are not finished or not." Man, they just gonna wait 13 years for a game?
Sorry.
For real? Not in 2017, so no.
Jesus, some people have kids that's older than, man.
The kids going through that game. Like, oh man, I remember I was waiting for that shit. And I got buy it for this little fuck.
Right, some people got kids that's older than Birth by Sleep. Like, Jesus Christ.
Actually, no.
Or at least Dream Drop Distance.
Birth by Sleep came out first. Dream Drop was actually recent, like 2014, 2013.
You get his point. There you go.
Kinda, okay.
Dream Drop Distance came out in what, 2012?
No. like 2014.
Never mind.
Yeah, damn right. Nintendo fucking up
Sorry.
again, taking another L. Never thought I'd say that. Sarcasm. The Nintendo Switch voice chat. What the fuck did I
What
watch?
is that? Like,
What is-
Yeah, I
I'm over
don't.
here- am I looking at the under part of a car? Like, what is
right.
this?
So, positives. At least it's
There are
Splatoon
none.
themed.
There are none. There's
It's
none.
Voice chat.
It's Splatoon
I mean, with
themed.
Splatoon, you can finally hear people cuss you out because you're using a roller. So like,
Rollers
I
are lit, so that was.
yeah, no, that's why you're gonna hear people cuss you out because you're using a roller. Like, I swear, rollers are like the most OP thing in Splatoon.
Right. You just roll over and
But-
it's done.
Basically, so. But yeah, I think it's just overly complicated. Like, what is the part? Why is my phone in the diagram? Like, what does my phone have to do with this?
I don't know. I thought they were gonna
So how
have it
does
to
it
where it's
work
like
again?
wireless, like you connect to your phone connects to the server of the game you're playing. But I guess I was a bit too optimistic for this game, or a bit too ambitious on my part.
Hold on, quick question: didn't the Switch come out after the Xbox One and PlayStation 4?
No. The Switch came out this year.
And then, oh, it came out after the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.
Sorry, I'm tripping, son.
Yeah.
Like, didn't they already know that the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 you could just plug your headphones in the controller and then you have voice chat? What's so like? Why is that hard
Is
to
there a
replicate?
link for this?
I posted it in chat, so
well-
it's a little bit up.
Well, to be fair, the creators of this, I mean, it's not made by Nintendo, right? It's some third party.
Yeah, but I mean, Nintendo
company.
approved it, so
So, I mean, hopefully Nintendo will come up with like their own headset that's either like what Jared said, like either connects to a controller or it's completely Bluetooth.
Like, I'm not a huge like, oh, you have to be completely original with your design or whatever. Man, I need efficiency. I got so many wires right now, and you're just adding like all this extra like nonsense. What is this?
Oh wait, what is this?
You're just looking at
Wait,
it.
so the headset connects to an adapter, which connects to your phone, which goes into the Switch.
I am so confused on what I was looking at, yo. I was not ready.
And then it has an iPhone right here, like the iPhone 7 has a headphone jack. Man, what is this? What is this nonsense?
I guess they didn't anticipate the fact that it was going.
I mean, what does your phone
Jack
play a
this.
part in? Like, does
The
you have to
software.
download an app for it?
Yeah, I don't think the
Are you serious?
functionality
What?
is built in. Yeah,
Okay.
because if the voice chat was on and you were playing like let me see, if you were playing like not remote, but like without the docking station, you're probably using up a lot of battery power on the already short lifespan of the Nintendo Switch. So
Hold up,
Hold
up. Didn't the Wii U? Yeah, you can like voice chat with the Wii U using
it
the
also
gamepad.
had a peripheral on it that you had to buy separately because it wasn't available or readily available at launch, and I don't think it had like a headphone function either.
I swear this is a money move, man. They're trying to make you buy more parts that are unnecessary. Because you're only going to be able to find these at certain places. It's not like you can, go to a gas station, buy some headphones for your PlayStation,
Well,
and then, you're good to go.
No, I mean you don't need like to search for headphones. You can buy whatever, but you need that squid piece and the two cords.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Exactly.
okay.
You have to buy the adapter and you have to get headphones.
Yeah, but
Versus
you
just
already
getting
have
headphones.
headphones.
You don't know that? I'm broke. So.
Stop being broke then. Why you buying the Switch if you broke? nigga?
Ooh.
We didn't get this far, man.
Get this far, man.
Slices. Over here saying unnecessary details, man.
I'm sorry.
I got time for this.
I didn't mean all that, son. No disrespect.
No, I just think this is just overly complicated.
No,
man.
yeah, it definitely is. It's fun. No, not even overly complicated. It's just fucking stupid.
This can be so much simpler.
It's like math
We're
problems.
this
Overly
2017, man. We
complicated.
have cars that drive themselves. Like what?
I love how you just went there.
Like literally, we have cars that drive themselves. We have 3D printers, but we have to do this for a brand new system just to talk to people.
I mean,
Like-
to be fair, Apple got rid of a very important jack when we weren't ready to. So
I mean, at least they did something about it. Like they made it kind of like a small object. You have
Yeah,
to buy a whole fucking
they made an
adapter.
adapter.
The little adapter was
Ooh.
free with the system. This is completely
Adapters on
different. This is not. This is like if they released the adapter like months after the system had already came out. Like for real. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
it. I'm gonna say it
epic
again.
fail.
I'm gonna say it again because I know you didn't hear me. But this is like if they sold you the adapter after the iPhone had already released, and you have to put down $20 to $30 on it.
Well,
That would be stupid.
did the adapter come with the iPhone 7?
Yes, and it was free. Like I said, it was free. Well, not free per se. You technically did pay for it, but it at least was included in the package.
Well, you can't listen to music and charge your phone. So
All right.
I think the whole thing is
Fine.
mute.
I mean, that's fine, but at least like it may be stupid, but at least they were thinking, oh, well, we probably should release this at the same time as the actual, product.
But this
Same
isn't
time.
official though, right?
Huh?
This isn't official though, right?
That's not the final design, but it is like what it's going to be more.
It's
or less.
that's by Nintendo.
No, it's a third-party company.
It's a third-party company that made
Nintendo
it.
has nothing to do with this.
Well,
Well, no, they do.
then
They
that
sign
can't-
off. They do. They
blame
sign off
Nintendo.
on it.
But I mean, okay.
Wow.
Scrap that whole design, please.
Why would they let somebody else do it?
Shit.
Wasn't it Nintendo's thing that everything is in-house, baked in?
That had stopped a long time ago. Like when the Wii came out and other M dropped.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that it? Did we finish?
Oh, last thing. New IP. Attack on Titan 3, y'all.
Basically.
Attack on Titan Extinction. It's a story about one man who's the last of his kind. Titans overrun his land, and he can jump really far, and he can slice their heads off.
He can jump really far, and he chops off heads of
I
giants.
feel like that was a perfect
Attack on Titan.
description.
He also has
Like-
this mode where you press R1 and he'll turn into a giant ogre, just like in Attack on Titan.
Yeah, so what do
I
you
swear
guys... Go ahead.
To avoid copyright, they just gave him a mohawk.
True.
That's what they did. To avoid copyright, just give him a mohawk. It'd be alright.
I believe it.
All right, and then it had the giants. They just look like if Shrek and the Hulk had a baby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like this was not the time to like. Well, I know it's not coming out anytime soon, but Attack on Titan hype is like coming back, and this is just Attack on
Well, I
Titan.
mean,
Attack on
it
Titan.
technically is the time to do it. I mean, if it's a fun Attack on Titan looking game, they're probably gonna buy it because hey, that reminds me of Attack on Titan. I should get this.
I guess you got a point.
Or you could actually get an Attack on Titans game.
But this is better.
I hear the
saying.
game wasn't that bad either.
Yeah,
I don't see this game making it at all.
I feel there's gonna be too much there's gonna be too much skepticism of like people's like, oh, this isn't as good as Attack on Titan, or Attack on Titan would be more graphic and more intense with the characters, how they all die. But beside the point,
I think that's being a little bit overly critical, especially in this stage. I mean, we just saw a pre-rendered trailer.
That
Like,
is funny coming from you, but
I don't know. I personally, I don't have high hopes for this. It's there. I mean, it looks interesting, but it's just there.
I'll wait to see some more. I want to see some actual gameplay. That's one thing they didn't show us, which is why I was super confused by that. So general opinion is fuck this shit. We're gonna
Basically.
yeah.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers sequel
Save your
game
money.
to come out. Stuff
Then
like that.
again, we never know. It might surprise you.
No, it won't.
Wait for the gameplay. Wait for someone else to buy it.
Yeah,
I
yes,
will
please.
wait for the gameplay.
Okay, cool. I guess that wraps up our show. Do you guys have any final closing statements? Final closing statements. Wow, double. I mean, double. I'm done. Fucking. You guys have anything to say?
I think we'll wait for the gameplay.
Donald Glover can do no wrong.
Okay, that's expected.
I don't know about that,
You're
but he
right.
can
It
get
was-
fired.
Was that your final statement?
No, that was your final statement. I just finished it for you. Wonder Woman was awesome. Donald Glover, I hope he takes his time and actually breathes.
And sleeps.
And yeah, all that stuff. And Wonder Woman was awesome. To which none of us gave a rating to, by the way. We kind
I
of
gave
just
a
skipped
rating
over
to
that.
it.
You gave a rating.
I give it a 9.
8.
Jared's
All right, so now we got that out the way. Before we go, it's best Spider-Man movie.
Do I have to answer that?
All of us.
Homecoming.
I kind of like the
Nigga, what?
Amazing Spider-Man series.
Movie.
The movie, yeah. But I mean, well, yeah,
The first Amazing Spider-Man. The one with Andrew Garfield.
For
the
real?
first time.
yes,
For real?
yeah.
Okay, no, that's her
Yeah.
opinion. Maurice.
It's a bad opinion. Homecoming.
It didn't come
You
out.
haven't seen it yet. That's
Don't
not.
matter. Got Tony Stark in this one.
Don't bad.
Yeah, he just wanted Iron Man 4, which, if I'm being very honest with myself, Spider-Man Homecoming kind of looks like just Iron Man 4.
I mean,
but anyway,
I am perfectly fine with that. That is not bad. I'm tired of these solo dolo like fucking movies that don't have these heroes that have teamed up in them. I'm glad Thor Ragnarok's moving into that direction. I'm glad Spider-Man's moving into that direction, and I hope they keep doing movies like this.
I mean, I see what you're saying. I totally agree. I hope they keep on doing it, but
Mhm.
I just don't want Tony Stark to outshine Spider-Man.
That's what he does.
I mean, that's the
And-
curse
that's
of
the
Robert Downey
character.
Jr. He's just
And
gonna
that's why
steal
I'm
the
mad
show.
because I know what's going to happen. And I'm like, can we give Spider-Man a chance? Jesus, we had like 10 years of you.
We haven't had that of Spider-Man for real.
But this is like a fresh
not a
look.
good one.
I think what Andre wants is like we just want to see Spider-Man do well on his own and kind of like see where this new reboot goes without Iron Man having to carry it.
Yeah, because we haven't had a good Spider-Man movie in a while. Like, it's been Spider-Man 2 came out in one. Oh, my pick is Spider-Man 2, by the way.
Okay.
We haven't had Spider-Man 2 in 2004. That was what, 13 years ago? Jesus Christ. Yeah, we need another good Spider-Man movie.
No, I'm saying we've been fatigued with Spider-Man. You don't even know it.
Oh, I agree with that totally. Yeah,
Yeah.
we've had enough of Spider-Man, but we haven't had a good Spider-Man movie with the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
We got so much other shit to fall back on and watch, though. It doesn't even matter.
What's your favorite Spider-Man movie? All right.
I already said it. Homecoming.
What'd you say?
Homecoming.
Can you pick another one, please?
Can you not?
Like, what's your favorite Iron Man movie? Spider-Man: Homecoming.
As long as you get it, as long as you understand. Favorite Iron Man movie, that would be like Iron Man 1, though. If we're going that route.
That's fair. But no, but seriously, don't say Homecoming.
Fuck. Amazing Spider-Man 2. I'll still stand by that movie.
Anyway, Jared.
I hate to jump on the bandwagon, but it is going to be Spider-Man 2. That's the one I like the most out of all of them.
The Amazing
My opinion.
Spider-Man 2 or Spider-Man 2?
It's just no Spider-Man 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just the better movie.
It's just it was good. I really liked it. I mean, I guess the main reason was because I watched it like it was the movie that I watched so many times, and I only watch a movie so many times if it was good.
Bias.
It's not. Nigga, you have a bias for a movie.
I'm fucking with him. I'm fucking with him.
No, you weren't.
I was.
No, you weren't. I totally believed in what you said.
Alright, do it then. Fine. I don't care.
The Amazing Spider-Man 2 was trash.
Your opinion.
Whatever.
I see they didn't make more of them.
Because they fired the fucking actor because he said some shit he shouldn't have. He was a
I
dumbass.
see they didn't make more of them.
Because they fired the fucking actor because he was a dumbass.
Money.
It doesn't matter.
Money.
I like
Money.
it.
Money. If
I-
Spider-Man, if
I
the
liked
Amazing
it.
Spider-Man 2 made $700 billion, you know
700
damn well they would have made
billion
another.
dollars.
I'm not
Oh my
exaggerating.
god! This number, Andre, please.
Not.
Oh God, damn.
Not exaggerating that number, by the way.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, thank you guys for joining our show. This is gonna be kind of awkward because I'm in a game and I kind of have to end it. So,
Stop playing.
Losing?
games, sir.
actually, I've been going pretty fucking ham. I'm going 7-0 right now. Seraph.
Did you play in Paragon?
Yeah, man. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll catch you guys later. Sorry for the awkward segue to closing out the show.
Adios.
Peace.
Suicide Squad sucked.